We begin this hour with a breaking news update out of Cayce. City officials right now having a press conference providing an update on a hazmat incident that happened in the city. Starting this press conference is the public information officer with the city of Cayce,
Thank you all
Ashley
for being
Hunter.
here today. We're going to be talking a little bit of the details and what's going on with the hazmat incident on Poplar Drive in the city of Cayce. I'm the City of Cayce Public Information Officer. We have our city manager here, Mike Conley, and our Cayce Fire Chief, Stephen Bullard, here with us this morning, as well as some of our Cayce police officers. We want to thank you, members of the media, for getting the word out this morning. That was a great assistance in making sure that our residents were safe. And thank you to all our citizens for heeding all of the warnings and for working with us this morning. Your safety is our top priority always. This morning at 6:52 a.m., a call came in to our Cayce dispatch that there was vapors rising from a tanker truck behind the building and the business that is located at 627 Poplar. As I said, this was a tanker truck, and all units were on scene by 7 a.m. Their first step was to identify the product. Those were the two sodium products that I talked to you about earlier, mixed with tanker oil, motor oil. Then at that point, they needed to do an initial evaluation and determine what distance they needed to mark the evacuation area out from. They did that all while observing and trying to minimize the impact of what was going on the scene at that time. It was determined that 1/4 of a mile radius was the most safe distance for our residents and our businesses, and all of our Cayce police officers and all of our Cayce fire officers made personal contact with all of the residents and businesses within that area and assisted them in evacuating. We will get to how that may be reversed, hopefully shortly in a little while, to get our residents back home. Roughly about the same time, we were in coordination with the county. They sent out a code red to all of the residents and businesses in that area. If you have not signed up for code red, please go to Lexington County's website and sign up for that. They are important to keep in mind. The tanker truck itself, is a 4,000-gallon truck. It only had 1,900 gallons of fluid and substance inside of it. At this time, we don't believe that there is any immediate danger. However, we're going to continue acting at a high level of caution because this is a matter of chemical substances mixing and what could happen with that. At 11:30, just a little while ago, a third-party cleanup crew arrived on the scene. Their job was to unload the truck, take that off, and remove it from the premises. We also have a medical team on standby and a tactical team on standby to assist and be there for any emergencies that may take place. I believe that our chief can probably speak to the latest on what's going on over at the scene and what the process that started at 11:15. He's going to speak with you in just a moment. We do have to be cautious as that process happens. The vapors, we don't believe that there's a high risk of inhalation because, one, wind, and there are a lot of things at play here, but we do think right now that there's not a great public safety concern. Again, though, we will remain continuing to operate out of full procedures with caution. I think that what we're going to do next is that we hope that residents are going to receive a call from the code red system, letting them know that they can get back in their homes. The hope from us is that this can take place within a few hours. Our goal is to get residents back home safely, securely, as soon as we can. We hope to see something and have some additional information for our residents roughly around 2 p.m. this afternoon. Just wanted to say a quick thanks to all of the agencies that assisted us today. There's quite a few. Obviously, our Cayce Fire Department and our Cayce Police Department were all first on scene. We always thank our first responders. We have certainly some of the best. Also, thanks to West Columbia Police Department, Lexington County Fire, Columbia Richland Fire, Lexington County Hazmat, Columbia Hazmat, Lexington Incident Management, and Lexington EMS. The Chief will be able to mention if there's any others that I forgot, but I'm going to move to the side and allow him to have a few moments to give you guys a further update.
Thank you, Ashley. So like Ashley said, she gave a whole lot of detail, so there's not a whole lot left for me to say. So we got there, about 7 o'clock this morning. The initial crews found the vapor cloud coming from the top of the truck. They initially identified what it was by speaking with somebody on site, and they created a isolation distance and an evacuation distance based off of that product. Our initial, the biggest threat that we thought that was going to happen was an explosion from the tank, just due to the chemical reaction in there. It continued to heat as we were on scene, but at one point it leveled off and quit rising in temperature. So it was still off-gassing. The off-gassing we didn't think was a threat just due to the wind, and it was dissipating very fast once it left the tank. We have several agencies out here. It's been a tremendous effort by all agencies here. We work very well together with mutual and automatic aid agreements. So as soon as the call came in, everybody started coming to help. I did get word while we were standing here on the waiting to talk that the third-party company has completed their offloading of the product, and we are in the process of dismantling all operations. So hopefully we can, within the hour, can get everybody back home safe, and everything will be kind of back to normal. The business owner, they've been fully cooperative. They've helped us tremendously. They've been right there every step of the way, helping us identify the product and how to take the product off. So yeah, everything's been going good, and with that last word, we'll have everybody back home soon, and be good to go.
All right, we're going to have our city manager, Michael Connolly, just say a few words, and then I will take a couple of questions, and we'll let everybody get back to work, okay?
Hey, good evening, everybody. From the city's standpoint, we just want to thank all of our residents for responding quickly to the evacuation request from our first responders. That was very important to us to have all our citizens out and safe, and we heard from very few people that didn't comply with that request, so we thank them for that. Second, and most importantly, I want to thank all of our first responders on our team. They did a wonderful, quick response, very professional, and we can't thank them enough for doing their job to such a high level, and that also keeps all of our citizens and our business owners safe. And then finally, again, thanks to all of our partners and responding agencies. We can't thank them enough for all their support in this. Their endeavors. We always work very well with our mutual aid partners, so we just want to thank them again for all their support. And from there, I'll take it back to Ashley.
All right, I'll take a couple questions.
Can you, I guess, kind of explain what this tanker was doing there this morning? Presumably it's connected to the business, but how did what occurred occur?
Well, I think that's one of the things we're working to determine, is determining how what occurred. But I believe it's my understanding that the truck was just parked at the business, normal course of business stuff. It was just parked there this morning.
So to clarify, there were no injuries or anybody in the building at the time?
No, ma'am. Call came in at 6:52. We were on scene at 7 and started evacuations in the area. No injuries have been reported. We're very thankful for that, large part due to the quick response from our first responders.
We can see the road blocked off over here. How far are we from the incident location right now?
Right now we're several blocks.
2 blocks.
Yeah,
2
not
or 3
far.
blocks, yeah.
Far enough to keep you safe.
What exactly was the product?
I sent it out in the earlier segment. So, yeah, you do.
So
Sodium.
the products that they believe were in there were potassium hydroxide, sodium hydroxide, used motor oil, and possibly a little bit of antifreeze. So, but all in all, it was about 1,900 gallons worth of this mixed product.
And as far as, what can be done to prevent this going forward? What caused that? That'll be certainly things that our fire department and the emergency management crews will be working on in the days to come. It is Fire Prevention Month, not necessarily how we wanted to kick it off, but I know that there will probably be some follow-up and some safety tips and things like that from our fire chief once they get everything done, completed, and they continue to work with the business owner.
Was there already something in the truck and then I put something in it and then something else in it? Is that how that worked, or was it all mixed together and then put in?
Yeah, we're not 100% clear.
We're not that. I don't think we are aware of that quite yet. But I will take that question back and I will get the answer to you.
So just to clarify, not 100% sure of how the mixture got in the truck and what caused it to start heating up and create this whole.
Correct. We aren't sure what caused the heating up at that time. So those are all part of the investigation right now.
Has there ever been any call like this to that location before?
No, I don't believe there ever has been. This is the first time.
Is there a certain number of estimate how many homes were evacuated?
I don't think it
get you
was
that.
many. That's something that, let me follow up with numbers on that. I'm not certain of the total number at this time.
And you said you got notification that the product has been offloaded. Does that mean the truck itself is gone or chemicals have been taken out of the truck?
Good question.
Yeah, so the third-party cleanup company came in with their own truck similar to what the product was on. So they hooked up to the truck and physically offloaded the liquid off of that truck onto their truck. So they have completed that. So everything is secure. All that product is gone in their truck, taken off to wherever they dispose of it at.
Is it safe to assume that this was accidental? How easy is it for a mixture like this to cause such a hazard?
At this time, we don't have reason to think that there was any purposeful harmful action. However, this is going to be something that's ongoing that our fire department and our investigations are looking into. So that may take a little bit of time to come to a final determination of how mixtures got where, what caused that, all those sorts of things. Those will be questions to come in the days ahead.
And who is the third party cleanup crew?
Yeah, I'm not sure of their name. I wouldn't get it to them.
All right, y'all have anything else that you'd like for me to get back to you? I plan to send out another update at 2 p.m. I guess final word would be to our residents, again, we thank you, but please know we are working very hard. These guys behind me, everybody, our whole team is working very hard to get you all back into your homes. Your safety is our #1 priority, and you should be receiving a code red alert from Lexington County. You can also see updates on the City of Cayce website, City of Cayce Facebook, and City of Cayce Instagram page, as well as soon as the all clear is provided for you to go home. And our police officers and firefighters will be on scene to assist residents and citizens. Okay? Thank you, guys.